We want to begin with weather tonight. The snow is definitely sticking around this evening. It's been coming down now for a couple of hours, and in some places maybe more than we might have expected.
Yeah, we originally thought it would be less than an inch of snow. Some areas up around the Shadle Park area reporting about 2 inches of snow. We've got about 1.5 inches here on the South Hill, so it really depends on where you're located. But even if it's just a little bit of snow, stopping is a real problem right now, especially in the side roads. The road, it's just very, very icy. We're at 28 degrees. I think we're going to see overnight lows dropping down into the teens tonight. There's the back edge of the snow, so it has stopped out at the airport. It has stopped downtown. It's still snowing out towards the Spokane Valley, of course, into Kootenai County, Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene area, and into the Silver Valley. And we've got snow also just in southern Spokane County falling at this particular time. So again, well, maybe a little bit of snow through the 5 o'clock hour according to the computer modeling, and then the cloud cover actually clears out, and that's why it's going to get so darn cold with those lows dropping down into the teens. Remember, cloud cover almost acts like a blanket for us, so you take that away and we get cold at night. We'll look for that low of 15 degrees tomorrow. Patchy freezing fog in the morning as if the roads wouldn't be slippery enough, and then we'll look for partly cloudy skies. Nothing's going to melt though, with a daytime high of 29. We have a more potent storm headed our way Friday night into Saturday, but then it's going to start out as snow and could even change to rain. And we get a little bit of that Chinooki wind blowing again with a daytime high of 38. Sunday's high may actually even get up to 39 degrees. Rest of your 7-day forecast just minutes away.
Hi, this is Amelia Clark at the Spokane Regional Health District, and I need to have an officer respond for a report over here.
Our other top story tonight, the Spokane Regional Health District's administrative officer calling crime check on her own employees.
So what you just heard was a recording from last week of Administrative Officer Amelia Clark asking for a police response. Ian Smay, our reporter here at KREM 2, has been tracking this story. He's live in the newsroom tonight with what we know so far. Ian?
According to Washington state law, Amelia Clark likely has a right to be concerned and at least report this to the police. Spokane Regional Health District spokesperson Kelly Hawkins said in part in a statement that the meeting was not an all-staff meeting. She also said it wasn't a meeting covered by the Washington Open Public Meetings Act. Washington is a two-party consent state, which means that for things like a phone call or private conversation, all people involved have to consent to being recorded beforehand. There are some circumstances where this isn't the case, like if the meeting or conversation is taking place in a public area, or if someone is obviously already recording when the person arrives or joins. According to Clark, she didn't know she was being recorded.
Apparently today during a meeting, I had staff members record me unbeknownst to me. I did not know they were recording me, and they have now sent it to press outlets.
The SRHD released the following statement about the phone calls. That statement reads in part, quote, "We are not going to speak to any actions that may involve law enforcement. I can say concerned employees at SRHD alerted the administration of the recording of a meeting that had been made without their knowledge or consent. This was not an all-staff meeting, but rather one where team members were invited to share thoughts and concerns openly in a safe place where they trusted those in attendance." Hawkins also said the meeting was not being recorded by the district. Coming up at 5 o'clock tonight, we'll have more from those phone calls from Clark to the police. In the newsroom, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
All right, Ian, thank you very much. Well, this morning, protesters camping outside of Spokane City Hall had to clean up and clear out. That's because the city's code enforcement gave them 48 hours notice on Tuesday to do so. So those people had been camped outside of City Hall for about the last week to highlight what they said was a need for more low barrier shelter space. The city, though, insists there have been about 100 beds available during that entire time. No code enforcement officers or SPD made an appearance for the cleanup today. Those people, did start packing up their belongings early this morning. They cleared out by this afternoon. Most people relocated to a vacant lot near the Freya Fred Meyer.
My tent just got here. I have to wait until somebody gets back, and then I'm going to go set up.
How long will you be here?
However long we're allowed.
Our Amanda Rowley followed the developing details of this event earlier today, and since those tents are now on Department of Transportation land, Amanda is going to share what that means for the future of that camp.
Chaz Health is honoring Spokane area people who were homeless when they died this year. It's part of their annual Homeless Memorial. The event will take place next Tuesday at the Chaz Denny Murphy Clinic. The event will include speakers from the homeless community. There will also be a video tribute to the 162 people who died while homeless this year, according to Chaz. Chaz Health's homeless outreach team will be passing out winter survival items, as well as providing on-site medical services for those who need it.
Well, we have a few sports headlines to get to today, including the newest Seahawks players to be added now to the COVID list. Also coming up tonight, the Pac-12 released its 2022 schedule. We'll let you know when and where the next Apple Cup is going to take place.